Welcome to Not Like This.
Not Like This.
From professional wrestling, horror films, and everything in between. Strap in. And now your hosts, Dale Zawada and Jim Snedeker Jr.
Welcome to Not Like This. I'm Dale Zawada with Jim Snedeker Jr. What's up, Jim?
Yeah, I had that little manual delay in there. I like it.
You know, I know you're an audio engineer, but I figure I'll take the night off. I'll do it.
You'll do all the effects.
I'm here for you.
That's nice. I like that.
There's another one.
Yeah, there you go. Cracking one open. I like that. Do you know that Dale has a screenplay in the LA Film Awards finals? Now,
I did know this.
He doesn't put himself over enough about these things, but it's on his Instagram, it's on Facebook. If you're around, if you're looking, tell me more about this. How did this work? You know, you submitted a screenplay. I'm assuming there's a selection process, and then what was this? A Sweet 16? Was this a top 32? Do you have some info about this?
I don't even know the details on the numbers or things like that. But look, Jim, I'm over here. I'm selling these couches. All right.
$1 million worth of couches.
I'm flipping these mattresses. Well, rotate them. You don't flip mattresses anymore. You rotate your mattress, folks. I got some cash over here, and I don't like screenplay contests or competitions overall. But there's a couple bigger ones that if you can manage it, if you can swing it, and you have some confidence in something that you've got, you might want to go with some of those. And so that was just the case here. I said, you know what? I like this script. I like it a lot.
Well,
let's see if film festivals do. It's a horror anthology screenplay. No one's gonna like this fucking thing. But here we are.
Hey, all I know is fans. the little Caesar leaves on the side with LA Film Awards in the middle keeps changing, and it was like selected, semi-finalist, finalist. They just it keeps going up. So
just one more. I'm waiting for that last one. I'm just like, pardon, excuse me. I just F5ing my email. Like maybe,
pardon,
maybe now.
Check, please.
But we'll see. Even if that's where it ends with this specific contest, a finalist, that's awesome.
You should be very proud.
Just happy to be accepted by some of these because most people aren't. So I was happy with that. And then moving up the ranks down to finalists for Bump in the Night. That's great. That's awesome.
Love the name too.
We'll see. And even if it doesn't win, if that's going to get eyes on the project, you know, that's going to help me market it when I'm talking to producers, directors, and shit. I'll be like, because I see that all the time. It's like we're looking for award-winning plays, and now I could just be like, well, I got this thing. And even if it doesn't get the win, I could say, well, it was close to winning.
Yeah, what else you got?
Does that matter to you? But it's a good arrow in the quiver when you're trying to pitch your projects. Has it won anything? Has it been accepted into any festival? Yes, it was, and people seem to enjoy it.
Here's how stupid I am to the whole process, though. I didn't know that this was even a thing that you submitted screenplays to film festivals. So when you first posted it, I'm like, "What is this? Some kind of joke?" And you're like, "What?"
Yeah. I remember that.
I wrote a movie.
The night you hurt my feelings on Overwatch, you're like, "Why are you trolling everybody talking about the screenplay that got into a film festival?" I'm like, "That's real life, Jim."
I didn't know that was even a thing. You made me feel bad about it.
It is a thing, though. A lot of times, you know, they have awards for the films themselves, and then the screenplay for the films in there. And then you have separate screenplay categories. Not all the festivals do it, but a lot of them do. Sometimes for legitimate reasons, sometimes because they're like, let's just have a screenplay category. Get some money for these screenplays. Don't get me started on these competitions, Jim. But a lot of them do have that category.
I was not aware. The first picture, I don't know. I felt like you were like, it was like, hey, look, I wrote this movie. It could win an award at a thing like this award thing that I'm posting. I didn't know you could just put
the Dale Film Festival, and it's doing pretty well for itself.
Yeah. You know what? I'll start my own film festival, and you'll win the screenplay award, then you could say, well, I won the Jim Snedeker Film Festival Screenplay Award.
That has happened
10 years in a row.
Hundreds of times. That has probably happened.
Yeah. You can't take the carny out of the business.
Some of the ones that like are still around, like their origins are so they could put their own thing over.
Well, I played at the International Dalton Film Festival.
Oh God, I love that. At the expo, we have the ceremony at the Dalton Expo Center.
Yes.
That'd be great. Is that still there? Is Dalton still there?
I don't know. My last tie to Dalton is not tied to Dalton anymore, so I don't know.
I go to Dalton once a year for the eye doctor. So
He's
I just
still
keep,
there, huh?
Yeah, Dr. Levinson, God bless him, one of the best. And every time, so I only get these snapshots once a year, just a little glimpse of what's going on in the old homestead. A lot of liquor stores.
Yeah, they're growing.
Just a lot.
They're multiplying. They're like gremlins.
That used to be a Walgreens. Now it's a liquor store. Cool. That used to be a Popeyes. Now it's a liquor store. That's fine, I guess.
What? Popeyes isn't even there anymore?
No, the Popeyes is still there.
Okay,
I don't
thank
want to
God.
frighten you. Dalton would burn to the
kill
ground.
me.
That's one of the reasons I like going out there. I'm like, I can go to the eye doctor, get some Popeyes, hit up some of my favorite spots on the way, and then never come back for a year.
Spicy chicken. I like the spicy chicken from Popeyes. That's what I like.
I finally had their, I think I might have talked about this, but their spicy chicken sandwich that people were stabbing one another over.
Mm-hmm.
It was good.
Not worth killing someone over?
I'm not stabbing. I'm not getting stabbed for that. Take it. Take it.
That's the more important thing. Like, here, just have it. Don't stab me, bro. It's a chicken sandwich. That's you know what? That's burying the lead. There you go. You've uncovered the lead. Why get stabbed over a sandwich? Just give the person the sandwich. Good Lord. Oh, man. Well, our Halloween YouTube video is doing pretty well. Although,
let's get an update on our stat.
We finally have yeah. Scott Hall has 40 views.
Hey, Chico.
Metallica has like 41.
All right.
You know it's lagging behind when you search for it and you see the views on the search result, and then when you click on it, they're the same. Because usually it's behind. Usually, like, if once you click on the video, you see that view count, that's way ahead of what's on the search result if people are still clicking on it and watching it. But the Metallica one always matches every day. So
they had their day.
Yeah, they had their day. But Halloween's getting, it's like 500 views almost.
I saw some of the comments on there. They're like, this breakdown's fucking awesome. And that was yours. But some other guy also said, this breakdown's pretty good. Thank you for doing this.
We got a new comment.
That's cool. Uh-oh.
And here's the funny part. The video still has 0 dislikes. No thumbs down. Good. But someone left a comment that was like, yeah, geniuses, I bet it's Lori I bet it's Karen that dies at the end, not Lori. You think you're so smart. And why are you smacking your lips all the time? But he didn't leave a dislike. Whatever. I'll take the view and the comment and the engagement and all of that. Thank you.
Yeah. Take the engagement.
I appreciate the engagement. Yeah. BrendanFraser.com is the next one I'm working on.
Oh, yeah. We got to get a Brendan video.
That's going to be...
He'll be F5 in that to boost the... get it trending for us.
What if he sends us an email? He's got a Google alert set up for his name or his website. My traffic's up 300%. We talked about it last week, but
just love him.
Our friend Dave, who listens to the show, said, "You think it's bad? Go open it on your phone."
I saw that.
And I opened it on my phone, and it's like a quarter of the size of the phone screen. It's just all like whatever the background color is, and it looks like a thumbnail. That's how small it is on your phone.
Not built for mobile.
No, get this man I don't know, the Bluehost. Get him one of these website companies.
Wix is one.
Get him a Wix.
I think I use Wix.
So for
my website, so I can plug my screenplays.
I have screenplays. Come see them.
Buy my screenplays.
Imagine it as a movie, and then pay for it.
I'm probably gonna have like a little. See, then this is that line, where you're like, "Are you cosplaying that you have a movie made or something?"
Are you cosplaying? Are you LARPing that you're a movie producer?
But I almost, because it's all about marketing and presentations, and it's like I'd love to get a little like poster for it, like a little mock poster. But that might be going too far. People are like, "Is this a movie I can see?" I'm like, "No, I'm just trying to do a thing." But so that might be too far. But that might be something I make but never share with normies. But when I'm pitching it to these people, I'm like, "Look, this is the atmosphere. This is the tone. Look at what we're going for here. You read it. You liked it. Let's go."
Hire me on Fiverr to cut the movie trailer.
There we go. How's Fiverr going? You still up there?
Shit. I told him I'm on vacation.
Shit, I'm on vacay, baby.
There's a vacation setting. I said, I'm on vacation. No, I think I deactivated the profile. I got 0, nothing, absolutely 0% anything on Fiverr. The only engagements I got were troll accounts.
Oh.
And they automatically get deleted right away. So I couldn't even be like, I'll take the bait. Are you real?
Please. It's been deleted, this message. We found it. We scrubbed it.
So yeah, Fiverr was a bust for me. I don't know. I think maybe I made it too complicated. And it's hard because you need that first paid thing, money. That first couple of reviews to show up. No one wants to be the first person.
Yeah.
But man, I mean, they're pretty reasonable. Like, hey, it's called Fiverr, right? You want a guitar part? $5.
Then you have a little sample. Like, look what I can do.
Yeah, I had like 5 samples.
Those motherfuckers.
One of them is One More Chance, which is on Spotify.
Hey.
It's a real song. It's really out there.
Bold Hearts?
Yeah. Nothing. 0.
Dad Bod? Is there a Dad Bod sample up there too?
No, there's no studio quality recordings of Dad Bod.
What?
It's just live stuff.
Craziness.
It was nuts. It's sort of frustrating. But it is what it is. It's not about that. It's about the love. So I have COVID.
Welcome to the show.
Yeah, we didn't get to talk about that.
Because it was Brendan Fraser's moment.
It was Brendan Fraser's moment.
Sorry, Jim. I know you have a serious health concern. Just let me talk about Brendan Fraser for about 45 minutes. Thank you, sir.
Well, I didn't have my results.
Yes, you got it. Yeah.
By the time I didn't get my results until Wednesday. I had taken my test, but it wasn't confirmed. But yeah, I have it, and mine wasn't too bad. I did lose the smell a little bit. I got a little bit of a dry cough in the middle there, but nothing crazy, nothing intense. Some burning in the chest when you take a deep breath. But I didn't get lightheaded, didn't lose consciousness or anything like that. Oxygen levels stayed good.
You lost your taste or smell? Which one?
Well, the smell.
Smell.
I really don't think anyone loses their taste because that's just salty, sweet, sour, But I think what we associate with taste is mostly smell. And I lost some smell. And it's weird because, when you get a really bad cold and you can't smell anything because you're all stuffed up, that sort of makes sense. But you're not really stuffed up. It's just like you can't smell stuff. It was weird. And mine didn't disappear. I guess some people's got so bad that they couldn't taste or smell anything. Mine was just at 40% of what it normally was. And it's coming back.
Sliders.
Yeah.
That's good. It's coming back. That was going to be my next question.
It's coming back. I don't feel anything weird. Been really tired. Oh my God. I've been exhausted. But I'm good.
That's good.
Take it seriously. And I always did. That was the sort of the shit part was I always wore a mask, socially distanced. I avoided, going out in public whenever possible, and I still managed to get it.
It's just out there.
It's just out there.
It's the worst ever that it's been right now.
Yeah.
So that makes sense that you get it. Obviously, you work at a school. You're in Indiana, so you got
Whoa.
you got
I
a
work
lot of
at an
things on
educational facility.
Right. Sorry. They're take him to a medical facility. So yeah, I was always nervous that you were gonna get it. I was
So
like,
was
he's
I.
always shitting himself. Like shit. Like a regular cold might take him down. Let's keep an eye on him.
Well,
But you roughed through. You hulked up.
I hulked up, and I don't know. I wish this would go away. I wish we could. I wish those lunatics that were like, "Oh, as soon as the election's over, it's going away." I wish they were right just once. Would have been nice.
They act like it went away the day after the election.
They sure act like it, but when you look at the numbers, it's like Office Space. Like every day is the worst day of my life. So every single day, it's been the worst day of COVID in America when you wake up.
So far.
Just going away.
It's crazy. And of course, we just had Thanksgiving 4 or 5 days ago on Thursday.
What was your COVID Thanksgiving like?
It was. I'm trying not to smack my lips now. It's in my head. Just me and my padre having a regular Thanksgiving. All the food, all the fixings, but for two. So we still have leftovers, and we're still cranking them down, and it was good. There's some football games. It was just wait. We're not going anywhere to do a thing. We're gonna do it in house. We're gonna keep this in house, and it was great.
That's what we did. Same thing. We were just going to make like a turkey breast instead of a full turkey, but everyone was plumb out of those. So Chris made a turkey. I made mashed potatoes, all the normal stuff, stuffing, all of the food. And then we ate, across the table from one another, like Batman, Bruce Wayne style.
Oh my God, that's great.
Well, because she, she's not positive.
Can you pass the salt? Oh, yeah, let me. Here you go. Let me walk back and sit down, Bruce Wayne. Oh, I love.
I wonder if there was a take where he tries to slide it all the way down the table or something.
With it being Michael Keaton, he probably did it once. He was like, "I'm gonna give it a go," and he broke it. He's like, "Oh shit, sorry." It's all right. We've got one more of those. One more salt shaker. Please, Michael, don't do that again. I appreciate the effort where your head's at, but stand up. That's the whole point of the gag.
Yeah, I think you just do it as it was written.
Yeah, we'll do one of your takes and we'll do one of ours. That's one for safety, Michael. Thank you. Jesus Christ, this guy working. Headache.
Get the small TV.
It looks weird that Bruce Wayne's squinting when he's watching his TV. No, that's fine.
Give him little glasses.
That's why he had glasses so he could watch the television.
So he could see his television. Oh man. Bruce Wayne's TV. That's got to be another YouTube one as well.
That's a Patreon inside joke there.
Yes.
I like that our inside jokes are like DLC.
Yeah, you gotta. Just call us EA. We're the EA of jokes here.
If you want to get that Bruce Wayne TV joke, you should check out Batman 89 Patreon. We just did some more Patreon episodes.
We did.
Those are hot.
We did. They're
super
up.
Hot.
They were up.
They're up. Good. Awesome.
They are up. Yes, we did a new wrestling rabbit hole and a new watch along movie commentary track.
And I'd like to promote that one because that is the Gremlins. We did Gremlins. It's Christmas time. We're amping up towards the season. So what better time to give a little Gremlins? We wanted to do something Christmassy and Gremlins. And I was concerned going into it because I'd watched it before we recorded. And I was like, it's kind of slow. Are we going to be able to, make this entertaining? And yes, we did.
We did.
Yes, we did.
I feel like we always come through for Christmas. Christmas and Halloween, we really put in maximum thought to what we're going to do. And I'm happy. When I look back at our Christmas, I think this is our third Patreon Christmas episode that we've done already. We've been doing Patreon longer than you think.
We must have, because I feel we've been doing Patreon for about 5 months.
Yeah, no, we've been doing. This was our third Christmas one and our third Halloween episode.
Well, that's kind of scaring me right now. because I don't know what year it is then.
It's
That's
the year
nuts.
of all
3 years.
years, Dale. It's
Wow,
2020.
Yeah, 2020. 2020.
You know what I do like is
It's almost over.
I don't see anything in the news about the election anymore. I think everyone's pretty much settled in
Why would
on
we?
what
It was
happened.
Like 2 weeks ago. We're done here, bro.
Yeah. And
He
I also
just
heard
likes to
that.
sit at his little toy desk going, meh.
Yeah, what is-
Don't talk to me like that. I'm the president. Meh.
I don't know what's the story behind that picture.
Because it makes his hands look big.
A good point.
It makes him look hulkish. That is the reason behind it. I guarantee you that's why he does it.
Mm-hmm.
There's no other reason.
Good point.
And he uses he doesn't even use standard size pens when he signs his documents. They're shorter pens to make his hands look big.
I hope that's real.
That one I made up, but I need to look into that. We need to look into that one, folks, because he's onto it.
Yeah, you got me there. I fell for it. I was buying that. And they're just a little shorter, too. This same proportions, a little smaller. That would make sense. Yeah,
That's why our sharper's stubbier because he loves his Sharpies.
Perfectly normal sized hands.
Some would say they're big, actually.
Some say they're big. You could be
Babies say they're big. The babies say, "Oh, look how big your hands are, Papa, Grandpa, Papa."
Speaking of babies,
okay.
I watched. Well, this will make
Here
sense
we go.
in a second. Chris and I wanted to watch a movie, and I saw that Swingers was available online to watch, and she loves Jon Favreau.
He's good. Mandalorian.
She was very irritated by Vince Vaughn's character and his dialogue throughout the duration of the movie, and I should have seen that coming.
As was I. I still
Baby.
not a big fan.
Look at the babies. What about the babies? Babies, you're like a big bear. Look at she's a little baby bunny. But she did laugh, and I always laugh at the part where he's like, she's just a bear. You got these big fucking claws, and she's like, how do I get this little baby bunny? That's my favorite part in the movie, dialogue wise. I really like it.
Sounds like it would be better with Wahlberg.
Hey, what's with this? What's going on, bunny? Huh? I got these big fucking claws. What am I supposed to do with these claws, huh? How am I supposed to get this little bunny with these fucking claws? Yeah, you could have squeezed him in there. That would have worked.
There's always room for Mark.
There's always room for Mark Wahlberg and Nicolas Cage. What's Nick Cage been up to lately?
And Brendan Fraser. Do we dare go down that rabbit hole? We just did Brendan. Do we need to crush our spirits 2 weeks in a row?
I'm just
See
gonna
what
let's
old
do
Nick is up to.
Nicolas Cage, and then we go search, enter
Mugshot.
news, and it says, I think we're done here, bro. Okay,
News
Nicolas Cage.
I don't think
Nicolas
so.
Cage's martial arts moves and new movie are the real deal, according to page 6.
Oh, wouldn't that be something if he became the new John Wick, the new Keanu? He's like, I do my own fight choreography. They try to bring someone in, but I shoo them away, and I just do it when they roll camera. I just feel it, and I strike. That'd be something else. Yeah, give me Nick Cage and
Says this movie's out
Jackie
already.
Chan. I want to see that fight scene. Yeah, me and Jackie. He likes to do his own stunts. We were one-upping one another until he was on fire.
Yeah, we do our own stunts, but I set my face on fire to play Ghost Rider, and I think it was a good move. It was very method, but it worked. I like it. It doesn't say the name of the movie.
Because they're ashamed.
Oh, wait, the movie is called Jiu-Jitsu. Okay.
That's good for the hits.
I guess it's just called Jiu-Jitsu. So this is from page6.com. The director of Nicolas Cage's new martial arts movie, Jiu-Jitsu, says the actor knows what he's doing. Nick is trained in Jiu-Jitsu.
Okay.
Dimitri Logolthitis told page 6. Dimitri
said in front of his new mansion.
Yeah. We knew an awful lot. He knew an awful lot, and it did a lot of moves on camera that were his own, that my stunt coordinators laid out. Wait,
Yeah.
He did the moves that were his own, but he didn't lay them out. We didn't
He
let him do
didn't-
the dangerous
it's
stuff.
not a stunt man. I don't use stunt man.
I don't think film jujitsu is very dangerous.
Probably not.
That's like the end of Lethal
rules.
Weapon.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know about this. Let's see. Let's see what
Can we
else
do
this
one of
guy's
those?
done.
Can we do one of those deep fake camp face switches where it's Nicolas Cage on Riggs's body?
Oh, good Lord.
I couldn't think of the other guy's name.
It's the thing, Roger. I'm dead. We've got him. We've got one up. We've got him. I'm a corpse. Look at my Dracula face.
A tattoo like this, that's special ops, Raj.
Just like
Man.
this one. Yeah, Dmitry Logothetis. 2008, he was in the camera and electrical department for Tail 52.
Oh,
And then in 2018, he produced Kickboxer Retaliation.
all right. And here he is.
And that's it. And here we are.
How is there not a Nick Cage, Bruce Willis collab at this point? It's just called Tax Write-Off.
Right off.
It's called the Tax Man. we have to we have to fight off these accountants and shoot them. He does the shooting. I do the jitsu.
National Treasure. We're going to find the document that says I shouldn't have to pay taxes because I'm an American. We're looking for my tax return.
There's a small clause on there. Oh shit!
Oh, National Treasure, the hunt for my misplaced, definitely filed, but misplaced tax returns.
There's a clause on the Declaration of Independence that says you don't have to pay taxes. I need to find it.
Yeah, I must find it. It's very important.
You have to take a magnifying glass up to it like the Santa Claus.
I need more Nicolas Cage Christmas movies.
That'd be amazing.
Let's make a sequel to what was that one that really was sort of a Christmas movie, but it wasn't. But it was Family Man.
Bad Lieutenant.
Yeah, Bad Lieutenant. Was it Family Man with Don Cheadle plays the angel?
Yep.
He basically is Clarence in a way, I guess.
Do you think they could do it like a Nick Cage is like a Grinch character, or Nick Cage is I love Christmas? Is he one of those like Matthew Broderick in that other shit Christmas movie? Like, what would his niche be?
What's
I
the
just love
Matthew
Christmas.
Broderick movie? The Grinch? Well, or no?
No, it's like him and Danny DeVito, and it's some other one, and it's not a good. It's not a great movie.
Do they have like a rivalry between who has better lights or something?
No. Danny DeVito, I believe, is really into Christmas. Matthew Broderick, more of a sourpuss and doesn't much care for it. And then that's where the rivalry sort of stems.
And now I gotta look
believe.
this up. Matthew Broderick.
Hope this isn't just some
Actor.
fever dream that I had.
No, I can't wait. This is great. Give me a roundabout
Early 2000s, probably.
early 2000s. I'm just gonna look at the titles and assume
Yeah, it should jump out. It'll have something Christmas.
that it'll have some sort of Christmassy. Oh, but it is Dale, so early 2000s could be 1989.
No, it might be later. It might be around the 10s, but it's definitely post 2000.
Oh, well. Oh, Deck the Halls.
I don't know. That doesn't
2006?
sound right. Yep, that's probably it.
There Glows the Neighborhood. Danny DeVito, Matthew Broderick. Who are these smoke shows in the
Yeah,
trailer?
I
They don't.
Don't know math, but I know Deck the Halls.
Oh, Kristen Davis. What is that? That's one of their wives. I'm sure that's Matthew Broderick's
and there's
wife
like
in the movie.
hot twin daughters or something. That's a storyline. It's the movie's weird. It's all over the place.
Kelly and
Tonally.
Sabrina Aldridge play Ashley Hall and Emily Hall.
Sounds right.
You know. Jorge Garcia from Lost is in this. Fred Armisen is in this movie.
He's Santa.
He's not Santa.
Okay.
Is he?
It's only my favorite Christmas movie. You're going to tell me what I know.
Santa's name is Wallace in the movie, apparently.
It's the old bait and switch. Wallace, if you rearrange the letters, it spells Santa. This movie's dumb.
Well,
Christmas movies.
we'll have to check that out if it's on there. Let's see. What do you think it has on IMDb?
They are a different scoring method there, so I'm going to say 4.6.
Oh my God, you are so good. It's very close, 5.0, but very close. Out of 10, that's really close. Really
now, I bet
close.
if you go to Rotten Tomatoes, it's going to have a much higher fan support.
Let me quietly type this in.
I can barely hear anything. No dogs barking.
I like to type it like
yelling.
Natalia in GoldenEye when she's at the terminal and you got to make sure she doesn't die. And it's just...
Here comes the results.
Deck the Halls. Oh, there's a 2011 Deck the Halls as well. Kathy Najimy and Scotty Thompson and Jane Alexander. And there's a 2005 Deck the Halls.
Jim has muted himself. I'm very upset.
I'm not muted.
Okay.
There's a 2011 Deck the Halls and a 2005 Deck the Halls, sandwiching our 2006 Deck the Halls.
God damn it! I'm gonna have to retitle my D&D adventure I'm writing. Call it Deck the Halls.
Oh, Jesus! So yeah, on Rotten Tomatoes is a little mischievous, a little more cantankerous with the scores. 6%. Rotten.
Whoa, critics!
Yeah, 6% is the critic score, 30% audience score. So we were right about at the halfway mark on IMDb. Not so with Rotten Tomatoes. We are in the shit show.
I think even the fans probably don't like it as much because there's so many options for Christmas comedies. So they're not going to be gentle with you. There's some stiff competition. Got to come correct. Jingle All the Way too, Larry the Cable Guy style.
Deck the Halls 2011 doesn't even look like. Oh, these other two don't even have scores.
They're in development.
No, they were released
on Vimeo.
Yeah. Jesus. They look even worse though. Full length. Oh,
not bad.
Insight Film Studios. This sounds like one of those Jesus movie company ones.
All right. So, speaking of movies, because you're going down a rabbit hole here.
Well,
I wanted to talk about this movie news because I saw this. I love when wrestlers do movies. Becky Lynch is probably going to be doing some movies. Obviously, The Rock is the big one. And I like when the wrestlers who have done movies in the past come back and do movies again. Like Terry Funk, did some movies in the 80s. I'd love to see him come back. Even older. He was old then. Kevin Nash, was Super Shredder. Did some other bit parts. The John Wick 2, I think he was in that one.
Yep.
One of the John Wicks.
I think he's in 1 and 2.
He's back getting paid. Kevin Nash is. He was announced for a COVID-based action movie called COVID-19 Invasion.
What? How do you have a COVID-based action movie? Everyone get indoors. Lay down.
Get the vaccines.
Oh shit.
Oh, there's art to this? Oh, this is all right. Hang on. I'm going to be posting this with this episode. So go to our facebook.com/notlikeThisPodcast because I have to put a link to this poster on there. So here it is for Jim, and it will also be there for you guys. Oh, let me hit enter. There we go.
Can we back up?
Artwork, though.
Let's back up to Deck the Halls for a second. The 2011 Deck the Halls.
Looking at Kevin Nash.
If you go to Rotten Tomatoes and you look at photos, the photo gallery, it's the same photo 4 different times, but like in different zooms in and out in like different color temperatures. But it's the exact same photo.
In green, in blue, in orange.
Here is the plot for the 2011 Deck the Halls. An amateur sleuth helps a private eye investigate the kidnapping of her father. What?
Oh, I love that Christmas.
The genre is crime, mystery, thriller, other.
It takes place in winter. Is he like, my name, Jonathan Deck, and I'm going to deck these halls?
Well, it seems like a mystery thriller type movie, but the movie poster, Deck the Halls, is wrapped in a bow. but there is nothing signaling that this has anything to do with Christmas at all. No critic reviews, nothing. Oop, excuse me.
COVID burps.
You never know.
Jack the Halls.
I did not see that coming. I thought that was also going to be a Christmas movie. I love the Deck the Halls 2006 poster. It's very National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. It's a classic looking movie poster.
They did not deliver. I don't know if Matthew Broderick is your comedy ace. And they wanted him to be the straight man in that movie, which is what you want to do with Matthew Broderick. But Danny DeVito, he was just too much in that movie.
Yeah.
Like Matthew could not keep up. It's just there's just a one-sided affair to the point where Danny DeVito was like so into it. It's almost like he's bullying this man because he's not bringing any intensity to his side of the feud. He's just sitting there taking it, and he's starting to get that sympathy, that babyface sympathy. I don't know about Matthew Broderick. He's good. He's good in the producers, though. I'll give him that.
I like The Election. I love that movie. It makes me laugh so hard. I don't know if you've seen it.
Dry sense of humor. Good behind the wheel.
Well, don't know where to go from there.
COVID-19 Invasion is about Chinese bats that invade America, and it's up to Navy SEAL Team 6 to stop them, starring Kevin Nash.
Is this from the makers of Sharknado?
I don't think so. Let me check that. No, this is Australian made. So I don't believe so.
Oh, there's a poster and everything for it. Oh, man, he looks very ferocious on this poster. He looks like angry Santa Claus.
That'd be tight. He would never take that job, though. He would never admit to it. He'd never. I'm not old enough or fat enough to play Santa. No, we're gonna put you in a fat suit, you Mark.
No, you're the youngish in shape Santa Claus. Definitely looks like Santa Claus in the picture, though.
Sure does. Look at the verb.
This poster looks fake.
It does look like I made it.
Kevin Nash. COVID-19 invasion, and then like a
high school,
and then
a couple
guys from Killzone just copy and pasted down there. Oh boy, when is this?
That's what I'm going to do with Bump in the Night. I'm just going to get up. I'm going to fire up Microsoft Paint, and I'm just going to slap some shit together. It worked. It works for COVID-19 invasion. It just says Kevin Nash. It's all it says.
Brooke
None
Lyons,
of these other people.
Brooke Lyons is in this, and in her profile on IMDb, it says she's known for No Man's Land, COVID-19 Invasion, and The Runners. Do you want COVID-19 Invasion in your known for thing?
You want some of your most recent stuff.
Okay, well that's okay. It's pretty recent.
I'm working. I'm around. I'm relevant. 2020. Just had a movie come out. It's called COVID-19 Invasion. Doesn't matter. Working.
There's also one coming out called COVID-21 Lethal Virus.
21.
The climate change has released an ancient rabies virus trapped in the Antarctic ice. A female scientist tries to get to the laboratory to create a cure to save the world, protected by an eccentric and 2 members of the Special Forces. Which ones? I don't know. The specialist ones.
Jeez.
There's a movie called COVID-19. There's a movie called COVID. Coming. There's a movie called COVID 2020.
We had quarantine/lockdown movies come out while we were in quarantine/lockdown.
Yeah, they already got made.
If you don't think there's about to be a dozen plus high level COVID movies coming, brace yourself.
Let's go hard in the paint.
COVID Christmas on Hallmark. There's going to be COVID horror movies, COVID mysteries. They're just coming. There's going to be one where Oh, she's got it. She can't smell. I'm going to kill her with the gas. She can't smell the gas. That's how I'm going to get away with this one. So you got your COVID mystery there, which I'll write that one. That one seems kind of fun. They're coming, is all.
How about let's have a movie and let's just go balls in. Let's call it Outbreak 2.
That'd be, yeah.
Do any of them live?
No.
Okay. Damn. I feel like one of them's got to live, right? Morgan Freeman, Dustin Hoffman, one of them lives. Rene Russo. I don't know.
Was it Rene Russo?
Yeah, it wasn't. Yeah, it was. Yeah, Rene Russo. I like to say it like that, Russo.
Russo, because Vince Russo, that he's got that way. She gets Russo.
Yeah, I don't want there to be confusion. Oh, how cute! She's wearing a little N95 mask at the premiere. Oh.
She probably hated that. So speaking of movies, I had this other little fun fact. I'm actually watching it now in the background. Freddy versus Jason.
Oh, boy.
It's a guilty pleasure. Yeah, she's an attractive lady in this movie. And Freddy's kind of funny. But Rey Mysterio was Robert Englund's stunt double for parts in this movie.
No, he wasn't.
Mysterio, yes.
No, he wasn't.
Yes,
come on, senior.
That's why I was like, I think Jr. Junior here. So now I'm watching it, so I could be like, is he 5'9" there? But yeah. I think I know one part. It's in like the shack. He jumps out when he's fighting in the boiler room with Jason. I think there's one in there.
Yeah, I could totally see it. Like I could see. Okay, on IMDb, Freddy versus Jason, Rey Mysterio Jr. is uncredited as Jumper.
Wow. Fire your agent, Ray.
So here's what I'm thinking. 2003, he's was he part of the invasion?
Who's that jumping out the sky? No, he wasn't. He was just like, I'm gonna take this paycheck and sit at home for a couple years. Fuck off. I'm gonna do a movie. I'm gonna be Jumper.
Because he did end up doing big things.
Yeah. Oh yeah. But I think he sat out for a year.
Do you think he needed the money, or do you think he's just a like Freddy versus Jason mark? And was like, yeah, get me in there. Let me do this thing.
It was honestly probably just some small weird opportunity where everything lined up. He knew a guy who knew a guy, and do you want to do this thing? And he was like, sure, I can jump. Let's do it.
Yeah. It's weird to like it doesn't seem like you would need somebody as specialized as Rey Mysterio Jr. to do one little stunt.
Well, you know I mean, he made a WWF career with his entrance. Who's that jumping out the sky? And they'd shoot him through the fucking stage, and he would jump several feet into the air. So he was a jumper.
I think he can dunk.
This is a specialized individual. He absolutely cannot dunk.
Ooh, I like how certain you are. Mark Henry can dunk. Have you ever seen those videos?
I have, and it scares me every time.
Isn't it? It is alarming. You're like, what is he doing? He can't. Oh my goodness. Oh dear Lord.
Oh dear Lord. He's a freak.
Pretending I was Mark Henry's basketball and I couldn't be dunked. Oh dear Lord.
That is the weirdest stage. I never noticed it until you pointed that out.
Yeah, I mean, it's fun to shit on him, but when you look at the stage, you go, okay.
There's like cutouts. It's like a fucking Fall Guys map. All right, we got to run down this stretch where the floor just melts away at certain edges.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh, good Lord.
Oh, dear Lord. I love that while he's falling, he is aware enough to get that line out. Like, it's not like he says, pretending to be a UN interpreter, splat, and then he's like, oh, shit. Like, as he's going down, oh, dear Lord.
Mid-sentence.
He said, oh, dear Lord.
Just imagine if that was a hole, like a big tunnel. He'd be talking the whole time. Oh, dear Lord, I'm falling. What's happening? I can't believe this is, what is the world?
Like a Bugs Bunny black hole in the stage.
It's just, that'd be amazing.
Oh,
Kelsey Grammer.
Oh, dear Lord. I wonder what was going through his head.
part of that stage.
Oh, got him.
Well, actually, his arm kind of gets caught up. That's like the worst part.
Yeah, and then you hear him just sort of at the end.
Yeah, that's the man pain.
Yeah,
we're just like, just breathing hard. That's all.
He did not, from my recollection, and I've only seen it 50 times.
True.
He didn't let out a swear. I'd be motherfucking everybody mic'd up. I don't care if I'm mic'd up.
I'd want to be speaking with Todd, who organized this.
You built a jigsaw puzzle stage and took a piece away while I'm up there lecturing.
And I'm getting a ton of feedback here with this system. This is Bush League.
Yeah.
I'm bleeding from the arm. What are you doing, Todd?
Oh, man. Ken Kurtzinger played Jason in Freddy vs. Jason. Known for stunts, Jason Voorhees.
Yeah.
Did stunts in The Incredible Hulk. Did stunts in Watchmen.
No stunts in this, though. That was Ray. Ray also did Jason Voorhees stunts.
Well, yeah, I think you get a step up, and you play the actual character. They have someone else do the stunts.
Mm-hmm.
Kane Hodder started as a stuntman. I mean, obviously he's known as a stuntman as well, but he I think he did stunts for part 6, and then in part 7 they're like, you're the guy now. You're Jason. And then in part 8,
we're tired of doing all this, so you're just going to be the guy. We're going to streamline this.
In part 8, Ken Kurtzinger did stunts. And then they're like, hey, we'll remember you, Ken.
New line, we'll remember this.
We're going to need you back.
Hell, yeah. But you bring up a good point with like, oh, is Ray doing movies or whatever? How come, and I don't think we've ever talked about this, any wrestler, especially indie guys.
Right.
Like, yeah, I also do stunts in movies. Not a lot, but a couple TV shows. Like when Law and Order needs somebody to take a tumble down the stairs, I'm that guy. Especially like a Colt Cabana who does Chicago PD and those Chicago-based shows.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Like that. I mean, he just does bit parts. Like he's firefighter number 7. Oh, I saw him walk by. It's like, no, get entrenched into the business. And I don't know a single one who's done that, but that's what I would do. Like if I'm not bumping on the weekends, I'm bumping during the week for Hollywood. Getting paid.
2015, Ray, so I'm scanning through his IMDb, and he's doing everything is like WWE this or that, or
pay-per-views.
Chasing Glory with Lillian Garcia, like some sort of interview thing or something. And then Lucha Underground. Then we get to 2015, The Flintstones and WWE Stone Age SmackDown.
Just voice work.
He plays Rey Mysteriople.
I'm sorry?
Mysteriople?
Okay.
Mysterio, his last name, and Pal at the end, but all one word.
Mysteriople? Yeah, that's a weird one. Is that some sort of rock that I'm not savvy to? But WWE, they did a couple Scooby-Doos and Flintstone animated movies, little tie-ins, some business with Mattel, these cartoon companies. So
this is very clever, though. In his credits, you'll see like, oh, he was on WCW Worldwide. It's a TV series, and he was on episode this, episode that. So it's like, oh, look at my credits. I'm in a bunch of stuff. But he was a wrestler. But I like
have to be listed. So he's like, yeah, I got a couple credits. Over 2,000. All right, Ray.
Yeah, book him. Book this man.
Book him.
Your next project. He has the credits to back it up.
Give him the book.
Oh,
doing all right? Got about 10 minutes left. The COVID hasn't taken you down.
It hasn't taken me down. It hasn't taken me. Man, it's been making me tired though. I slept till like 3 p.m. yesterday.
Ooh.
Yeah, it wasn't fun. I thought I was like, I got to wake up early today because I got to go back to work tomorrow. So I got to try and force myself to not be tired all day. And I'm
Don't
like,
be
oh, I'll get
tired.
up early. It's got to be early. The sun looks like it's barely out. It's 11:45. But whatever.
Don't be tired.
Whatever. I'll take it. It's no joke,
it's
man.
gonna
Don't
be
mess
rough.
around with that COVID. Avoid it if you can.
Survive if it lets you.
Yes.
The COVID/Taz tagline. Yeah, we talked about it, I think last week even, where I was just like, we went from not knowing anybody with COVID to everybody we know has COVID. It's crazy.
Yeah.
You know, if I somehow go unscathed, that'll be just a miracle. I'm a big believer in science. I'll credit science with that one.
Yeah, it's when I started feeling sick, I thought, I haven't had a sniffle or anything. I've had like digestive problems, but that's how my life is. But I haven't had like a, where you feel sick type of sickness since before the lockdown. And I thought, yeah, it makes sense. We're all staying away from each other, wearing masks, sanitizing things. So if I just have a regular cold, that would be weird.
Yeah.
And it turns out I didn't. I had COVID.
Cool, because little Jimmy came into your office. He was like, Mr. Snedeker, I forgot my password and my tablet has got peanut butter on it. And can you reset it like you did last time for me?
Yeah, I'm not going to get into all that.
Okay.
But I was not surprised that I got it.
Blame the kids. That's what I do.
I'm not surprised that it happened.
Mm-hmm. That's
And,
right. We'll see what happens if you choose to go back. If you choose to quarantine.
Yeah. Right. Oh, Jesus.
Having a good time.
We're going to
Stay safe. Stay safe out there.
We'll be safe. We'll make it through this. And I don't know. I mean, we might get to some point in February where it's like, 85% of America's had it, so it's pretty much
That's the vaccine.
statistically impossible to get it at this point because we all have had it. I don't know. If it's like the cold, though, that'll suck because then you'll just get it again and again. And then...
Oh, if you can just keep getting it.
And what are those odds, They're probably not good. The next time. What if it remembers? Oh, where did we leave off? You felt okay, but kind of tired. We'll start there and just accelerate.
Don't like it. Because when I got my antibody results from when I gave blood, they're like, you haven't had it. And I was like, yet. Thank you. But yet.
You haven't had it. But we'll keep you posted.
Now we've got the Thanksgiving spike on the way, followed by the Christmas spike. It's gonna be wild.
It's gonna be pretty spiky.
Wild stuff. Mm-hmm. Yes, it will. Did you know John Carpenter plays video games? Did you know you needed another reason to love John Carpenter? He was out here tweeting about Assassin's Creed and shit.
I did not know this. You know what I did know, though? And I don't know if we've talked about this on the show, but Jamie Lee Curtis is a huge Street Fighter fan and player.
That I don't think we have. That's crazy.
Right?
That's bizarre.
So the big Street Fighter tournament, the big fighting game tournament that was, world renowned was Evo. And she used to go to Evo and like cosplay as Street Fighter characters, and no one would know that it was Jamie Lee Curtis.
So there's no pictures of her cosplaying?
I think there are. I think there's one of her as Vega, the guy with the claw.
I know Vega. He's in the movie.
Yeah. Well, it's confusing because in Japan, Vega is M. Bison.
All right.
Yeah. And then M. Bison
Save it for your blog.
Jamie Lee Curtis, Vega cosplay. Let's see what comes up.
That's probably a good look, too. I'm going to have to do the same thing.
Yeah, she goes with her son. Her son loves it, too. And she's there at Evo, disguised as Vega. This was in 2015. And someone's Makoto. I don't know who's with her who's dressed up as Makoto, but shouts out to Makoto.
That's fun. Yeah, and she's just out there sitting with the normies.
Yeah.
Like she's one of them. She doesn't even have a chair.
No, I think that's...
Doesn't even have a chair. And then she's cosplaying as the Pink Ranger in one of these. I'm just Google image search. She's done a lot of cosplay. Lori doesn't fuck around. I just call her Lori. but she likes to cosplay. That's great. She did orc cosplay at the World of Warcraft premiere or something. This is great. I love Jamie Lee Curtis. She's a good Instagram follow as well.
Yes, she is. Very much so. So so John Carpenter is into games. I did not know this. Do you think they play games together?
I think it's happened. I don't know if they still have a regular thing going on these days, but maybe during quarantine they probably did. That was such a weird time. It wasn't that long ago, but that lockdown was an experience. Everything was just bubbled up. It's like, all right, I guess we're all playing D&D again. We're all doing this because that's all we can do.
You know, I am a little salty that we just decided to, well, like you and I didn't really have a say in the matter, but it was just sort of decided, you know what, lockdown over. I think it worked. I think it's over.
Yeah.
And then
that seems long enough.
A bunch of us get COVID.
So it's for not.
So lockdown over. I think we're good here. And then no, hey, we all got COVID. Yeah, but you're okay, right? I'm like, yeah, I guess. I'm one of the lucky ones, but we could have.
I still worry about the long term. That would have been ideal. Yeah, like people talk about there's going to be a second wave, a third wave. We're still in the first wave.
Yeah, I think it's just one big wave.
That never teetered out. We started nipping it in the bud a little bit, and then it's like, we were choking. Like when you got a prostitute in the back of your car and you just wrap your hands around her throat, you choke it. It's going to happen. You're doing a great job, but then you release your hands. Now she's breathing again. And now she's attacking you. And that's what COVID-19 is. We had our opportunity in June and we let it slip through our fingers.
Right. Of course.
Gotta be safe out there.
It's when you think about how the exponentiality of it, where it was none of us knew anybody that had it, and then all of a sudden half of everyone we know had it.
Pretty crazy. Like every Facebook group that I'm part of that has at least one son of a gun in there that's had it. If not the whole unit, the whole squad. What's up, COVID crew? How we doing tonight?
Up, yeah. So who can come to this party? You can, and you can, because we've already had it.
Mm-hmm.
And we don't know how long that lasts, which is thrilling.
We shall see. All right, what other notes do I have here? Packers beat the Bears. We don't need to spend a lot of time on that.
I don't think that was not much of a contest, right?
So the Packers are gonna be in the playoffs. They're probably gonna win the division and most likely an early exit because they're lacking in some key areas. But boy, oh boy,
which areas?
I would
Quarterback?
say defense. No. I'd say the defense as a whole. Average at best there. Bad tackling. And no offensive weapons besides Devontae, who's a legit number one, and then Aaron Jones when he is healthy. But he doesn't have a lot other than that. But he makes do. No excuses over there in Wisconsin. No excuses.
It's got to be, you got to be nervous when you have like a legendary Hall of Fame quarterback about who's the next guy going to be. Like, what are the odds you get another Hall of Fame quarterback? Probably pretty low.
No one's thinking about that, though. Fans aren't thinking about that. The organization, I guess they are because they drafted that kid.
I just thought about it.
Yeah, but you're an outsider. That's like, when I'm talking the Bears, and I'm like, I think Jay Cutler's going to be fine this weekend, guys. Fucking relax. I don't know what I'm talking about with Bears.
No, but you're probably right statistically. I mean, finer than whoever else has been there.
I miss Smoking Jay.
I miss him so much. Oh, man. God, man, that year when they had Mike Martz as the coordinator and they're like, nope, we're doing 7-step drop. I don't care what kind of offensive line we have. You're going to eat these sacks. You're going to like it.
The stats say, yeah, you're going to eat some sacks, but you're also going to throw some bombs.
Yeah. Yeah.
And you know what? He was probably like, okay, because he never complained. Like the whole thing with Jay Cutler was, I don't know why we're talking about this, but he's not tough, and he never once bitched or moaned. He took his beatings like a man. Never threw anybody under the butt. Like the O-line, he was solid. He wasn't. I wouldn't really want him as my starting quarterback, but if I had to run with him through a stretch, hell yeah, he was a good little soldier.
If you look at his peak years, though, and then you look at anyone else they've had on the Bears, you're like, yeah, okay, I'll take it.
Mm-hmm.
That's being a Bears fan right there. He did not like Mike Martz, though. They did not get along.
Yeah, so that was
doomed. He was
doomed.
trying to murder him. Well, let's try 12-step drops.
And then we're gonna put the running back in motion, so no blockers back there.
It's just you and your speedy, fresh legs.
Yeah, go get them. Wheels.
Yeah. Oh boy, those were the years. Those were the days, Dale. Yeah. So the Packers, good for them. Steelers are still undefeated, so
crazy,
nuts.
Wild year for the NFL. Go figure.
What are they, like 19-0? Do they have extra COVID games?
Not yet. No, I think they're playing like Tuesday though.
Oh yeah,
games are starting to get delayed. The Broncos just had a game. They didn't have a starting quarterback because they all had the Chinese virus. So that game was terrible. They had some practice squad wide receiver play quarterback. He was like 1 for 9 with 2 interceptions. As you would imagine, nobody's giving the guy shit.
Right. It's like when you put Mark Grayson to pitch because it's 14-0 and you have no relievers left.
Exactly. Yep.
No one's like, Mark Grace gave up a hit. You know what though? I say you just play. You can't field the team, you lose. Like what would have happened if you're, let's say all 4 of your quarterbacks were hurt or something in a regular season that's not COVID? Do you get to hold on? Time out. Can we just do this Tuesday? They're all hurt.
Sometimes host JD was saying that the Broncos tried to see if they could get there. I think one of their coaches, like the quarterback's coach, if they could get him activated. Like, can we just activate this coach?
Yeah, he's 43, but he could still probably throw a good 10-yard pass.
Better than this guy who's never thrown since high school.
Can we just activate? And I bet they didn't because of money. Well, if we activate him, then he's back. He's in the union technically, so then he'll get a 10th of a pension. We just can't do it.
Everybody would have watched that fucking game.
Oh yeah,
I would have taken off of work, guys. I cannot.
Mark Wahlberg would have been calling his agents. I'm gonna be this guy in the movie, right? When we do the movie, it's like the Philadelphia one, but. I can't. I don't know if I could throw anymore. I haven't thrown in so many years. I just tell other people how to throw now.
But in like the first scene, I'll throw like a paper airplane real hard. Maybe like a snowball. I hit this kid.
And
it's like, oh, you still got it.
Transformer. Maybe a transformer just wakes up on the 50-yard line, and that's how we win. We just put a transformer in there. Optimus could snap me the ball. He could be my center. Oh, yeah, that would. Who did he? I always forget the name of that real football player that he played.
Rudy?
Invincible. No, when the Eagles were so bad in the 70s that they just had like open tryouts.
Oh, the walk-on?
Yeah.
Jerry Walk-on.
Yeah, he would definitely be in that movie of the quarterback's coach. We gotta get him activated.
I look too old though. I'm gonna be the youngest coach in the NFL, and then he gets activated. Well, that's not how the story went. Yeah. Did he have abs like these?
Yeah,
you know
exactly.
who you hired.
Was he shredded?
You know who you hired. Woo! All right, folks. Subscribe to the Patreon if you can. Patreon.com/notlikethis. Got the 2 new episodes, Gremlins, and we'll talk about the wrestling one a little bit more next week, just to kind of tease you a little bit. And follow us on the Facebook.com/notlikeThisPodcast. I'll try to throw that Kevin Nash COVID-19 invasion poster in this. Maybe some of those Jamie Lee Curtis cosplay pictures.
There you go.
Who knew? But that's going to do it. Any plugs from Jim?
No plugs for me. I don't think I'll be playing shows for another 1.5 years at this rate.
Then that will do it for episode 152. Thanks for listening. I'm Rey Mysterio.
And I'm Deck the Halls, but which one?